And now it's time for baby news with me, lead anchor, Baby Jessica.
This is Baby Jessica with Baby News. Today we have a very special guest. Please welcome the King of Jews, Elon Gold.
Thank you so much. I believe it was Jesus that was the King of the Jews, or the modern day King of the Jews, Mr. Larry David. Look at me and Larry David. This picture I keep always right behind me to remind me that I once had a career, and then I went from Curb Your Enthusiasm to the Baby Jessica news show.
Hey, this is very important news.
No. It's not that it's not unimportant. It's just that it's not relevant to my career.
It is now. Well, I have another surprise for you, Elon.
What's that?
Happy
Oh
Hanukkah.
my goodness. Happy Hanukkah. Yeah, in what is it, May now?
I just don't want you to think I forgot.
No, what you did forget is that it's Israel's 75th Independence Day. That's a day we're celebrating. Yeah, woohoo!
Oh, here.
That is so close to being anti-Semitic, I can't even tell you. Breaking news, just when we were about to go all anti-Semitic. Hey, the Jews on, let's show a Hanukkah menorah. Ay.
So I kept it inclusive. There's jingle bells in the background.
That is so nice because the white Christians really do feel excluded from everything.
They do. Okay, so our next story is
Next story? What was the first story? That Hanukkah was happening 7 months ago?
Yes. Well, it's Black History Month, and we have a new statue that's been erected to celebrate MLK. What do you think of that, Elon?
I think that it's not February. And by the way, I admire MLK. Dr. K is one of my heroes. I couldn't even imagine him seeing this as his tribute. In fact, this is a picture of him seeing that statue, just going, why? Why did they do? Why? Why did they do this? As if Dr. King sounded like Gilbert Gottfried. I look nothing like that. That's the worst piece of art I've ever seen. Go ahead.
Well, I agree with you. So our next story is, as you know, Super Bowl's coming up, and so I have our food charcuterie expert.
Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I have to stop you. The Super Bowl is actually before Black History Month, even before it's usually end of January or early. Well, maybe early February. But the Super Bowl again was months ago, Baby Jessica.
It's going to be coming up again next January.
So is everything.
Well, this is our new food segment. And we have the amazing chef, charcuterie board expert, Anna Roisman sent this for everybody to know what they can make for Super Bowl.
So, you've heard of the butter board, maybe you've seen my mayo board, or even my mustard board. Well, just in time for the big game, I've got you covered with the Super Bowl of boards, the chili board. First, you're gonna take your chili. You can use a vegetarian chili or a meat chili. I like to cut a hole in a plastic bag so I can slop my chili onto the board creatively. Then it's time to spread it all out, and you can even put designs in it. Your guests will appreciate any kind of artwork. Was that a football? Who needs bowls when you have a board? Next, it's time for the toppings. Obviously, I start with the cheese because what is chili without a cheese? Then it's time for some raw onions, which you can spread all over the board. Hope you're not kissing anybody. Of course, you need some crunch on a chili board. I like to crunch up my tortilla chips. Then it's time to bring the heat. I put some jalapenos all over it, but oops, I gotta cool that off with some sour cream. Look at how delicious. The most fun part of a chili board, give your guests each their own chunk of cornbread so they can glide it through that chili. There you have it. Enjoy the game.
Doesn't that look delicious, Elon?
No, it looked like diarrhea. She was making diarrhea pizza. Out of diarrhea, she used as a base and then topped it with cheese and peppers, and then you eat it and it gives you more diarrhea. The only thing that looked appetizing on there was her belly button. I'm sorry, baby. Don't cry, baby Jessica. Don't cry, baby Jessica. I love you.
So our last story, a Chinese weather balloon was shot down and sailors took it out of the water.
And that happened also a while back, I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what you're doing, but I think we've covered everything that's really important to people.
Yes.
And it's really a part of the zeitgeist and the conversation between Christmas and the Super Bowl and the balloons
Thank
and the
you.
diarrhea pizza. I think this was an informative episode. I think people have been educated and can really go about their lives now feeling fulfilled.
I agree. Thanks, Elon. This has been Baby Jessica at Baby News. Have a goo-goo day and a gaga tomorrow.